Few motorcycles carry the kind of raw legend that the Yamaha Rajdoot 350 does. It was India's first real performance machine, a two-stroke monster that defined an era when speed, sound, and adrenaline mattered more than fuel efficiency. For many riders, the Rajdoot 350 wasn't just a motorcycle, it was an identity. Even decades later, it continues to roar in the hearts of enthusiasts who grew up dreaming about its unmistakable exhaust note and unmatched thrill. The Rajdoot 350 was born out of a partnership between Yamaha and India's Escorts Group in the early 1980s. It was essentially the Indian version of the Yamaha RD350, a motorcycle that had already achieved cult status worldwide. At a time when the Indian market was filled with small, commuter-friendly motorcycles, the Rajdoot 350 arrived like thunder, bigger, louder, and far more powerful than anything on the road. Under its fuel tank sat a 347 cubic centimeters, air-cooled, two-stroke, parallel twin engine with twin carburetors. It was a marvel for its time, producing up to 30.5 horsepower in the high-torque variant. Even the detuned low-torque version made enough grunt to shame most competitors of the era. The bike could sprint past 140 km per hour, an astonishing figure for Indian roads in the 1980s. The 6-speed gearbox and torque induction system made it a wild yet controllable machine for those who knew how to handle it. The Rajdoot 350 had a no-nonsense, muscular design. Its chrome-finished fuel tank, round headlamp, and long, flat seat gave it a classic stance that still looks good today. It wasn't about flash. It was about function and raw appeal. Even though it carried drum brakes on both ends, its handling and weight balance made it feel planted. Every part of the bike was built with a purpose, and you could feel that engineering precision in every rev. Riding a Rajdoot 350 was a test of both skill and respect. It wasn't forgiving to careless riders. When that power band kicked in, the twin-cylinder engine screamed to life, and suddenly you were fighting to keep control. The acceleration was brutal, the sound intoxicating, and the vibration felt like an extension of your heartbeat. It demanded attention and rewarded courage. Those who mastered it were forever changed as riders. Despite its brilliance, the Rajdoot 350 struggled in the Indian market. The high cost, low fuel efficiency, and limited availability of trained mechanics made ownership difficult. Riders who were used to 100 cubic centimeters economy bikes found the Rajdoot intimidating and expensive to maintain. Over time, stricter emission norms and rising fuel prices further pushed it into the background. By the early 1990s, production came to an end, but not its legend. Even decades later, the Rajdoot 350 remains a symbol of power and passion. Collectors and restorers still hunt for original parts, preserving these bikes as mechanical art. Enthusiasts compare its rawness to modern machines and often find that nothing quite matches its purity. It wasn't about technology or gadgets, it was about feel, sound, and soul. The Rajdoot 350 paved the way for performance biking in India. It inspired a generation of motorcyclists and set the benchmark for what a fast bike should be. Many of today's sport bikes owe part of their cultural acceptance to the Rajdoot. It taught riders that motorcycles could be more than transport, they could be emotion. Today, restored Rajdoot 350s command high prices and immense respect. For those who have ridden one, the memory never fades. The smell of two-stroke oil, the metallic clatter of the engine, the surge of power. It remains a time capsule of pure riding joy, a reminder of when bikes had personality and riders had to earn their control. The Yamaha Rajdoot 350 isn't just history, it's heritage.